joined in progress here. Sorry, this is a take two. So, man. So, and it started up. Oh, phooey. Forgot I don't have the auto attack thing on. I don't have an auto attack macro here. So, and I also need to get drinks, and I never did. Why don't we go and do all this? And we can talk a little bit while I'm going to get the drinks, and I can show you the guy that you need for the cooking quest, because I've already got my 20 Swiss cheeses. But if you're keeping it all in the hinterlands, here's the guy to go to. There's all sorts of other people that do, but I'll show you how to get here. And there he is. Okay, and right there's the Swiss. Now I need a little bit more of this, so I have 6. There we go. And off we go. I'm also experimenting a little bit. Why did I do that? I just took the first turn. What am I thinking? So, while we're getting back to where it was, okay, we've got this big argument after Donald Trump had his little love affair with Vladimir Putin over, and then went out and spread the Kremlin's talking points, every single one of them, about how Ukraine started it. He is either delusional or a Russian asset. And that's my opinion on this matter at this point in time. The president of these United States is either delusional or he is a Russian asset, period, end of discussion. While we're coming down here to get some eggs, we're going to go ahead and multi-mob a little bit because I feel a little more comfortable being able to do it. So again, with multi-mobbing, the entire deal is to keep your doinks going. In this case, the only one I got is Consecration. Holy Shield isn't up yet. I mean, I could respec, but okay, so I need 1 second here. And there we go. Now with lower mana, you just wait it out a little bit. Just wait. Because they're both going to go down. See? Easy squeezy. Now, so after that love affair that those two had, we've got this big fight between Donald Trump and Volodymyr Zelensky that Donald Trump started, and Republicans are already blaming Volodymyr Zelensky for starting it. It's like, why are you going to the... I heard it just a little bit ago when I was listening to Morning Joe. One of them was going, well, why on earth didn't you try to come in from a better vantage point and blah, blah, blah. He tried to. He met with this man. He met with Donald Trump, the madman. And look what happened. Donald Trump started his personal grievances because Volodymyr Zelensky would not investigate Hunter Biden. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. I mean, can you get any more petty? You're supposed to be a leader. You're supposed to be above that kind of thing. But here we are discussing again why someone is unfit for office, and no one wants to listen, so I might as well go on. So on Truth Social, I believe, yes, on his social media platform, so that would be Truth Social, the horribly named place that is, he called Zelensky a dictator without elections, even though they're facing an existential crisis of existence. You know, it's kind of hard to hold an election when that happens. Really is. That's single mom, this one. And and he blames Zelensky for putting the United States in a position to spend hundreds of billions of dollars, quote, to go into a war that couldn't be won. Well, yeah, because everybody wanted to pussyfoot around because it was Vladimir Putin in Russia. For some reason, he gets the pass because he has nuclear weapons from the 1970s or whenever the last time they decided to have that in the old Soviets, in the old Soviet Union. So they decided to go back and forth and trade insults, and Donald Trump ended with in this press conference. It wasn't a press conference. It was a speech where he said, "quote Zelensky better move faster. He's not going to have a country left mainly because." Russia invaded them, and now the United States isn't going to support them because our president, in my opinion, is a Russian asset. They went in to have negotiations to end this conflict without Ukraine present. They want people from Europe in there to quote unquote monitor the peace and Europe was not invited to these proceedings, even though they're going to be called on to do something about it. Let this sink in. Let this sink in. And this is why I believe part of the delusion is he is stuck in the 80s, because in the 80s you could do that because it was the United States and the Soviet Union and the various satellite countries that revolved around them. It's not the case anymore. And plus, it's a Donald Trump, a man looking for a quote unquote win and a 4-second soundbite or a 4-word soundbite so badly that Ukraine is a non-issue. He's been told what to say. He's been told his talking point. Ukraine started it. 3 words. Ukraine started it gets amplified by whatever means. No egg there. And then after the amplification comes other people trying to correct them. It's already too late. You have to be there right at that moment, screaming back at him what the truth is. So he is forced to face the truth every single moment of his life because he has been in this delusion for I don't know how long. How long has he been in this delusion? Really and truthfully. And so, or is he a Russian asset? See, because that's the only other way that any of this is making sense right now. There's A or B. I don't think there is a C. I truthfully don't think there is a C. I'm trying to get 2 more giant eggs. And around here are owl beasts. Where did they all go? Or did I go too far out? No, I think I went too far out. I think I need to go back up. I think I need to go back up because I can't remember where all the owl beasts are. I only found a couple. Found the few there. But there are a bunch of them. There they are. Come here, bring me your children. I want an omelet. And egg prices here are too high. Ooh, by the way, if you have the Kroger app, check it out. Because I had one of those coupons in the Kroger app where I got free a dozen eggs. So check that app right now. Make sure you don't have that on. Make sure you don't have that. It's their best customer bonus or whatever they call it. Apparently, I'm a best customer. But in any event, check that out and make sure you get that bonus. And come on, give me 2 eggs. 1 egg. Okay, we are 1 egg away. Come here. Where are you? Because the moment I get that last egg, I'm going to warp back. And I'm just going to keep recording until that happens. There's an owl. And I don't want to go to the auction house because they charge multiple gold per egg right now in classic era. And I think it's mainly because they know you need it for this precise quest. Ah, crap. Alright, we gotta reposition, and I had a coffee cup in my hand. There better be an egg. I'm having to go through all this trouble. So to heal in the middle of it, and because I'm talented into it, it's okay. And I'll show you where my current build stands, because, ooh, I see a node I want to get. Even if it's iron, I want to get it. Because I have been Turkeytentia at some point is going to have to go through the same level, the same armor smithing questing that Turkey's going through, and I thought about doing weapon smithing, but it's so... Nope. I thought about going weaponsmithing on Turkeytentia, and I'm going to have to go through that stupid wolf, aren't I? See if I can priest my way out of this. I am a pro at trying to avoid them. I'm going to get that one. I already know. Oh, well. I believe that is an iron. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Well, come on, hit the stupid thing. There you go. I've got my master hammer out. And you see its stuff lights up when it comes to single targets, and I'm low on mana. Whatever's lighting up tells me what I can do. See, now Holy Light lit up, so I know I can do a Judgment and Righteousness reapply. See, it's just little things like that. Keep an eye on things that light up, too. Son of a... I know, I shouldn't complain. If I do, is it gonna keep me going? Yeah, it can, because I can flash a light out of this, see? Just let that run for a second, and then as flash of light lights up, just redo it. Later on, it's gonna become my X button instead of Holy Light. And when these hit 51, you get put on a hold. Oh no, that was silver. Never mind. I thought it was iron. It is silver. And yes, something's wrong with Seal of Righteousness. It doesn't work the way it used to do, because it used to double proc. It never double procs anymore. Alright, good enough. We're good enough. And I've got my snowshoe Siamese out. By the way, these cats are snowshoes. Look at their feet, because they have white feet. If they have white feet, they are a snowshoe Siamese. And if they have the brown feet, then they're a regular, they're a regular Siamese. But in this case, when you close up on their feet, they are white. Boom. All right, give me an egg. Give me your children. No, crap. Don't give me that one. No, thank you, thank you. let's get back to our top story here and hope and pray that an egg falls off of this owl beast. Yes! So, our top story of the day as I go back, and we're going to get expert cooking, artisan cook, no, not artisan cook, like 300 cooking, whatever that's called. It's 300 cooking. So, when we go back and get this, our top story is how Donald Trump and Volodymyr Zelensky are in a little tiff right now, and they're name calling each other. And Donald Trump, of course, says that Ukraine started it, and called Zelensky a dictator without elections. And I wonder what that's going to feel like in 4 years. Right? Right? So now we have 300 cooking, and I can do all of that. So why don't we head back and we'll cook a little bit. We'll do some MMO chores, and then I'll call this one a day. And then I will come back on a different character. I believe I'm going to be on Yummy Delish. Okay? So be aware of that. I'm going to switch characters in a minute anyway. But they're in this big old name-calling contest, Trump and Zelensky are, which is ridiculous to begin with, and Donald Trump is still living in his delusion. And we need to ask the questions every time to him. Interrupt him. Be interrupting chicken. Civility is done. He doesn't care about that. So you need to just confront him, bam, right away, saying, no, they didn't. You're lying. Keep at him. Every single one of you keep at him. I don't care if he kicks you out. The next one goes up and does it. The next one goes up and does it. Show some spine. You show some spine against him. And it's what the Democrats need to do, and they're not going to do it, but that's a whole other report. Volodymyr Zelensky right now is saying what the world needs to say right now, is that he is unfit for office. He is a delusional madman who is just absolute over the top, ridiculously bad. Oh, and here's another fun little quote he said on Wednesday night. Quote, if you would have had, and he's referring to Biden's administration for another year, you would have been in World War III, and that's not going to happen now. Ugh. No, because the United States is going to need saved from itself, from its own stupidity. Zelensky told reporters in his office in Kyiv that Trump is living in a web of disinformation, which is true, but a little note, you're using too big of a word. Okay, disinformation is no. He's living in a world of fake news. There you go. And don't let him bounce it back to you. You don't let him bounce it back to you, because the first thing he's going to say is, you're fake news. And then you go, no, you are here. No, you are. What about this? 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 And you just keep hammering. Don't give him a chance to talk. You see how I'm talking to you right now? I am not giving you a chance to even think back. But hammer, 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 hammer. Multiple minutes of hammering. And even if he does kick you out, the next person needs to have some spine and jump in there and go, nope. And go, nope, what about this person's point? What about this, and keep going and keep hammering him. And here's the fun thing. White House officials. It's a White House official quote. So take a listen to this one, okay? And as I'm going to get some trait supplies here. And what do I need? I need soothing, don't I? To make those. And yeah, 11. I don't have any flame sack. So soothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. So I'll leave you with this quote that's just showing you. This is from a honest to God true believer with the glassy-eyed stare of a true believer. It's a frustration. There is a strong and legitimate feeling that this brutal war has to stop, and that this pathway is being diminished through Zelensky's public statements. Yeah, through Zelensky's public through Zelensky's public statements. Through Zelensky's public statements. What level of delusion do you need to be in to legitimately believe these talking points? And with that, I'm on the mouse because I'm getting ready to sign off here for today's news. And with that, just a couple points to ponder, right? So for today's news in Warcraft, this is Turkeytentia, and I wish you a great day and great gaming, especially if this is the only one you see today. I'm going to make another one in a minute, so I'll see you in a little bit if you decide to stay for the next video. Bye, everybody.